At the invitation of President of the Czech Republic, Petr Pavel, President of Mongolia Churysuchochna paid a state visit to the Czech Republic on March 9 to 12, 2025. This state visit took place in commemoration of the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and the Czech Republic, and it is the first visit by the head of state of Mongolia to the Czech Republic in 10 years. Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Czech Republic Jan Lipavsky, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Mongolia to the Czech Republic Kansuch Temden, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Czech Republic to Mongolia Jan Vitepil, Director of the Protocol Department of the Office of the President of the Czech Republic Tomáš Perníčky, and the staffs of the Embassy of Mongolia in the Czech Republic welcomed President of Mongolia Churysuchochna and the Mongolian delegation at Prague's Václav Havel International Airport on March 9, 2025. Mongolia established diplomatic relations with Czechoslovakia on April 25, 1950, and with the Czech Republic on January 1, 1993. The Czech Republic is one of Mongolia's third neighbors, and the two countries have maintained friendly relations and cooperation. On March 10, 2025, President of the Czech Republic Petr Pavel welcomed President of Mongolia Churysuchochna at the Prague Castle. During the welcoming ceremony, the national anthems of the two countries were played, and the ceremonial gun salute was given. The commander of the State Honor Guard of the Czech Republic presented a report to President Churysuchochna. The two heads of state then greeted the Mongolian and Czech state and government officials. Following the welcoming ceremony, the two presidents held a tête-à-tête. President Churysuch wrote a memorable entry in the Book of Honored Guests at Prague Castle in the Mongol script, noting, "I am delighted to be on a state visit to the Czech Republic, Mongolia's third neighbor and a trusted partner, with which we have developed traditionally friendly relations and cooperation. It is a pleasure to announce that our two countries are declaring a comprehensive partnership. It is a great honor to be a guest at the beautiful Prague Castle, which has centuries-long history. I express my deep respect for the achievements, dedication, and ideals of the generations of Czech leaders who have won the hearts and minds of the Czech people and rebuilt and strengthened their nation, laying the solid foundation for its independence, development, and prosperity. Just as our ancestors, great Emperor Genghis Khan and his successor Hans, established Pax Mongolica around the world, may all nations coexist in peace and harmony, and may the traditionally friendly relations between Mongolia and the Czech Republic flourish forever." On the same day, President of Mongolia Churysuchochna and President of the Czech Republic Petr Pavel held official talks. The two heads of state expressed mutual satisfaction with the active development of relations between Mongolia and the Czech Republic in numerous socioeconomic sectors, driven by the efforts of the two countries. The two presidents expressed commitment to advancing bilateral relations between the two countries and fostering cooperation with tangible results in all sectors. The two sides affirmed mutual commitment to expanding Mongolia-Czechia cooperation under shared goals outlined in the long-term development policies of the two countries, particularly implementing mutually beneficial joint projects which will become a symbol of relations between the two countries, increasing economic and investment cooperation, and intensifying cooperation in environment, health, culture, education, sports, tourism, transport, food, and agriculture. Also, the two presidents discussed ways to consolidate traditional cooperation within the framework of the United Nations and other international organizations, and exchanged views on several issues on regional and international fora. During the state visit, the following documents were signed. Minister of Foreign Affairs of Mongolia Batsitsek Batmuch and Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Czech Republic Jan Lipavsky signed a joint declaration on establishing a comprehensive partnership between Mongolia and the Czech Republic. Minister of Justice and Internal Affairs of Mongolia Altengar Lojensechen and Deputy Minister of the Interior of the Czech Republic Lukáš Hendrich signed an agreement on police cooperation between Mongolia and the Czech Republic. Minister of Education of Mongolia Narombayr Purusurung and Deputy Minister of Education, Youth and Sports of the Czech Republic Jaroslav Miller signed an agreement on cooperation in education between the Ministry of Education of Mongolia and the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports of the Czech Republic. Minister of Agriculture and Light Industry of Mongolia, Ingvair Chatemba, and Minister of Agriculture of the Czech Republic, Marek Vyborny, signed a Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation in Agriculture between the Ministry of Food, Agriculture and Light Industry of Mongolia and the Ministry of Agriculture of the Czech Republic. Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Mongolia to the Czech Republic, Kansuch Temdeng, and Director of the Prague Zoo, Miroslav Bobek, signed a Memorandum of Understanding between the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change of Mongolia and the Prague Zoo of the Czech Republic. Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Mongolia to the Czech Republic, Kansuch Temdeng, and Chairman of the National Sports Agency of the Czech Republic, Ondřej Sebek, signed a Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation in Physical Education and Sports between the State Committee of Physical Education and Sports of Mongolia and the National Sports Agency of the Czech Republic. Following the signing ceremony of cooperation documents, the two heads of state held a press briefing.
Your Excellency President Petr Pavel, dear representatives of the press, I extend my sincere gratitude to Your Excellency President Petr Pavel, the state, the government, and the friendly people of the Czech Republic for the warm hospitality you have accorded to the Mongolian delegation. This state visit, taking place in commemoration of the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and the Czech Republic, marks a historic milestone. It opens a new chapter in our friendly relations and cooperation, elevating our bilateral relations to a comprehensive partnership. The Czech Republic is Mongolia's third neighbor and an important partner in Europe. We're keen to continuously expand and deepen bilateral relations and cooperation between Mongolia and the Czech Republic across all sectors. As an outcome of our official talks, we signed a joint declaration on establishing a comprehensive partnership between Mongolia and the Czech Republic. Moreover, we agreed to increase investment and exports, expand economic cooperation, and develop mutually beneficial cooperation in infrastructure, air and land transportation, logistics, and the production of agricultural and food products, aligning Mongolia's Vision 2050 long-term development policy with the Czech Agenda 2030. We agreed to collaborate under the Billion Trees National Movement of Mongolia and the Forest Partnership Program. Additionally, within the framework of Mongolia's food supply and security and White Gold national movements, we will work together to support Mongolia's domestic production, promote intensive livestock husbandry, introduce advanced technology to Mongolia, and implement major projects and programs that would serve as a symbol of friendship and cooperation between the two countries. Your Excellency President Petr Pavel, the Mongolian people deeply appreciate the Czech Republic's support and the successful implementation of numerous joint projects and programs in Mongolia over the past 30 years. I am also pleased to highlight that more than 20,000 Mongolian citizens who have studied the Czech language and culture, pursued education, and acquired professional skills in your country continue to serve as a bridge of friendship and cooperation between our two peoples. Your Excellency President Petr Pavel, I extend my deepest gratitude to you as well as to the state, government, and enterprises of the Czech Republic for your continued care and efforts in ensuring favorable conditions for over 14,000 Mongolian citizens who work and reside in your country. The international exhibition, themed Chinggis Khan, aimed at strengthening the friendly relations between our citizens and promoting mutual understanding of our histories, culture, and values, will undoubtedly make a valuable contribution to fostering cultural exchange and deepening our friendship. I firmly believe that Mongolia's peace-loving, open, independent, and multi-pillar foreign policy and our shared values of democracy, human rights, freedom, and rule of law will collectively contribute to the great cause of ensuring global peace, security, sustainable development, and the welfare of the humankind. Our two countries have long supported each other and worked closely within the framework of the United Nations and other international organizations. We mutually affirmed our shared commitment to further intensifying Mongolia-Czechia cooperation on regional and international fora. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation for Your Excellency's invaluable contributions and dedication to enhancing Mongolia-Czechia relations. Your Excellency, I'm pleased to invite you to visit our beautiful country, the land of eternal blue skies, at your convenience. May the friendship and partnership between our two countries continue to flourish for generations to come, and may the traditionally friendly relations and cooperation between Mongolia and the Czech Republic thrive eternally. Your Excellency President Khurelsukhna, dear representatives of the press, although Mongolia is geographically distant from Czechia, our bilateral relations and cooperation have consistently expanded and strengthened over the past 75 years. Next month, we will celebrate the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between our two countries. In 1912, a Czech songwriter composed the national anthem of Mongolia. It shows that our relations span not only 75 years, but more than a century. Also in 1923, the first beer brewery in Mongolia was established with Czech assistance. I firmly believe there are extensive opportunities for further developing and expanding our cooperation. In particular, we have rich experience in cooperation in mining, energy, food production, agriculture, light industry, and education. Since 1950s, Mongolia's youth have pursued education in Czechia. We greatly appreciate our ongoing cooperation in this sector. Mongolian citizens working in our country are highly regarded and respected for their skills. We are working to create most favorable conditions for their employment. Employing skilled professionals is beneficial for our two countries. Mongolian citizens are filling Czechia's labor shortages in certain sectors. Increasing the quota for Mongolian citizens has resulted in an 80% rise in the number of Mongolian employees in our country. A business forum will be organized during the state visit. I hope that many enterprises will establish connections and implement mutually beneficial projects and programs in the future. By elevating our bilateral relations to a comprehensive partnership, opportunities have opened up for cooperation in defense and security. As a country located between the Russian Federation and the People's Republic of China, Mongolia needs to develop mutually beneficial cooperation with its third neighbors. Despite the geographical distance, we're committed to expanding our partnership. As the President of the Czech Republic, I look forward to further strengthening and deepening our bilateral relations and cooperation.
On March 11, 2025, President of the Senate of the Czech Republic, Miloš Vystrčil, paid a courtesy call on President of Mongolia, Khurelsukhna. President of Mongolia, Khurelsukhna, emphasized that cooperation between the legislative bodies of Mongolia and the Czech Republic holds high importance, as the two countries share common values such as democracy, human rights, and freedom. President Khurelsukh also expressed commitment to deepening and expanding cooperation between the legislative bodies of the two countries. President of the Senate of the Czech Republic, Miloš Vystrčil, hosted a lunch in honor of President Khurelsukh and reaffirmed his commitment to supporting the expansion of cooperation between the legislative bodies of the two countries. The Senate of the Czech Republic consists of 81 seats, with members elected for a 6-year term. 1/3 of the Senate is elected every 2 years, with one senator chosen from each of the 27 senatorial districts. President of Mongolia, Khurelsukhna, received Prime Minister of the Czech Republic, Petr Fiala. At the meeting, President Khurelsukh expressed gratitude to the government and the people of the Czech Republic for their warm welcome and hospitality. President Khurelsukh expressed gratitude to the government of the Czech Republic for ensuring the social security of more than 14,000 Mongolian citizens residing and working in the Czech Republic. Additionally, President Khurelsukh expressed confidence that the 29 Mongolian students studying in Czech universities under the President's Scholarship Program would continue and enrich the historical tradition of relations and friendship between Mongolia and the Czech Republic. The two sides exchanged views on cooperating in transportation, infrastructure, construction, trade, investment, and industry, as well as further enhancing collaboration in health, education, history, culture, labor, environment, food security, and agriculture. On March 11, 2025, President of Mongolia, Khurelsukhna, and President of the Czech Republic, Petr Pavel, attended the Mongolian-Czech Business Forum. The two heads of state expressed confidence that the enterprises of the two countries would expand cooperation beyond traditional sectors, exploring opportunities in advanced technology, innovation, know-how, and transport logistics, establishing agreements and partnerships to foster mutually beneficial cooperation. Over 200 representatives from more than 150 enterprises across approximately 20 sectors, including food, agriculture, light industry, trade and services, mining, minerals, construction, education and health, participated in the Mongolia-Czech Business Forum. During the Business Forum, President of the Mongolian National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Turo Tlavuchev, and President of the Czech Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Zdenek Zažiček, signed an operational plan for cooperation between the Mongolian Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Czech Chamber of Commerce. As of 2024, trade turnover between the two countries stands at $18 million, with Mongolian exports totaling over $300,000 and imports at approximately $17 million. Mongolia exports cashmere products, clothing, knitwear, and Mongol gears to the Czech Republic, while importing blasting wires, detonators, starter chemicals, heating furnaces, pharmaceuticals, and medical products. On the same day, the Maruhor Orchestra of Mongolia, recipient of the State Supreme Decoration of Mongolia Order of Chinggis Khan and Cultural Envoy of Mongolia, presented its concert titled Beautiful Country of Mongolia at Prague Castle. President of Mongolia Hurusi Hoxna and President of the Senate of the Czech Republic Miloš Vystrčil attended the concert. The Maruhor Orchestra of Mongolia performed legendary pieces of Mongolian national culture and arts for Mongolians residing in the Czech Republic, as well as esteemed Czech state and government officials, along with prominent figures from the country's social and cultural spheres. The orchestra performed twice in Prague, at Prague Castle and the Rudolfinum. This concert marked the orchestra's 100th international performance. On March 11th, 2025, the Chinggis Khan International Exhibition opened at the Czech National Museum. The two heads of state attended the opening ceremony of the exhibition. The exhibition will be displayed until June 22nd, 2025, featuring 698 artifacts and cultural objects from the Chinggis Khan National Museum of Mongolia and the Institute of Archaeology of the Mongolian Academy of Sciences. Previously presented under the title Chinggis Khan, How the Mongols Changed the World in Knots, France in 2023 and in Ulaanbaatar in 2024, the exhibition has been enriched with rare and peculiar exhibits. It aims at highlighting the impact and historical significance of Chinggis Khan and the Mongol Empire on world history, revealing the historical truth and promoting the unique cultural heritage of the Mongol nomads. According to the Office of the President of Mongolia, the Chinggis Khan exhibition is the first independently organized cultural heritage exhibition to be officially presented in Prague. It also marks the beginning of a new phase in cultural and scientific cooperation between Mongolia and the Czech Republic. During the opening ceremony, President of the Mongolian Academy of Sciences, Timbril Satnam Sambo, and Director General of the Czech National Museum, Michal Lukas, signed an agreement related to co-organizing a dinosaur exhibition comprising 65 artifacts in Prague in 2027. The state visit by President of Mongolia Hurusi Hoxna to the Czech Republic at the invitation of President of the Czech Republic Petr Pavel concluded on March 12, 2025.